When I first got this next record, I thought it was by the Catamites, but further investigation revealed it's actually the Calamites, or more actually, because it's in French, it's Les Calamités, which has got to mean calamities, isn't it? I don't know. On New Rose Records, this is Toutes les Nuits. Well, I was going to say the name of the band and the title of the record again, but as Kid Jensen is in the studio, and he's got something like quadruple nationality these days, you say it if you said I'm clever.
Well, the lights are a little dark in here for me, I have to say.
Not too dark, I'm pleased to say.
Right, that was Amitri, and, no, it wasn't. It was Les Calamites with Toutes les Nuits.
Oh, boy.
Back
That's Amitri, and the first from them tonight. Sounds very good too. Produced by Dale Griffin, engineered by Martin Colley, and that was called Heard Through a Wall. And the lineup of the band: Justin Curry, vocals, bass; Brian Tolland, guitar, electric and acoustic; and ditto Ian Harvey. On drums, well, I wasn't quite sure how to pronounce his name, but as you know, Kid Jensen is Scottish himself, and he says it's pronounced Paul Tyagi, and I have no reason to disbelieve that. Incidentally, we just found, Kid and myself, in the wastepaper basket here in the studios, a couple of pictures of Peter Powell, which he'd tried to sound with a Duff pen, which hadn't quite worked. Well, there's a bit of a signature, there's a kind of more of an impression, really, but very moody pictures. I mean, really moody pictures. And he's looking pretty terrific. And so I thought we'd have a competition to get rid of these two partially signed photographs of Peter Powell. Well, what can we do? What can we have as a competition? You're an imaginative kind of chap. I've heard your programme. I mean, anybody...
Sorry, I've spent myself.
Anybody who can bluff his way into winning the Melody Maker poll has got to... This is from Bob Wills.
Yeah. Guess who they are? Well, it's Leon. Take it away, my boy. Take it away. With some help to Elder. Twin guitar. Swing out, boy, swing out.
That's Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys and the Twin Guitar Special. And my rhythm pal and I have decided on a competition to win these two partially autographed pictures of Peter Powell. And what you've got to do is write on a postcard or on the back of an envelope and send it to Neat Competition, John Peel, care of BBC Radio 1, London W1A 4WW, and tell me how many weeks' holiday Peter Powell has had this year already, and also suggestions at the bottom as how he manages to afford to have so many weeks' holiday as well. There's an element of envy creeping into all of this, but how many weeks' holiday has Peter had? And you can win one of these two, I was going to say attractive photographs, one of these two photographs, anyway, of Peter looking brooding, I think, mean, moody.
He's got a beard now.
Not in his pictures, he has.
No, but he has. I saw him today.
I wonder how people manage to do that, actually, because when you go down Oxford Street at this time of the year, and you're being elbowed out down the middle of the road because the pavements are just swarming with French school children who like elbow you out of the way. It's like mass, you know, and if you get caught up in them, you're as good as dead. But all the way along, they see all these people who have always got 2 days' growth of beard. Now, how do they manage to do that? I mean, how do you manage to cut your beard so that it looks as though it's been growing for 2 days? Do you know what I mean? Is that what Peter's doing now?
Yes, it is a little like that. He looks like one of the village people.
Oh. Eek-A-Mouse.
Bye bye, die, but I find the sounds of a gunshot is a cry. Bye bye, die, but I find the sounds of a gunshot is a cry. In an island called Jamaica, ruled around in no one find. All the spoke to folks around, didn't have too much to say. Bye bye, die, bye, die, bye. Bye bye, die, bye, die, bye. Bye bye, die, bye, die, find the sound of a gunshot is a cry. Bye bye, die, bye, die, bye. Bye bye, die, bye, die, bye. Bye bye, die, bye, die, bye. The sound of a gunshot is a cry. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. Hey. Three wise guys tried to take him, but they laid it on the ground. Hey. Bye bye, die, bye, die, bye. Bye bye, die, bye, die, bye. Bye bye, die, bye, die, bye. The sound of a gunshot is a cry. Hey, in the other side of town, there's a ranky named Billy Bow. Hey. He's also a top ranking, but in the country raising cow. Bye bye, die, bye, die, bye. Bye bye, die, bye, die, bye. Bye bye, die, bye, die, bye. The sounds of a gunshot is a cry. Hey. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to leave. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. People peeping through them window, some of them are holding breath. For them think this other ranking was about to leave them dead. Hey. Bye bye, die, bye, die, bye. Bye bye, die, bye, die, bye. Bye bye, die, bye, die, bye. The sound of a gunshot is a cry. It was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. But the swiftness of the ranking is still talk about today. Billy Bow might went on living, but made a foolish slip. Hey, him couldn't match the ranking with a big iron on his head. Bye bye, die, bye, die, bye. Bye bye, die, bye, die, bye. Bye bye, die, bye, die, bye. The sound of a gunshot is a cry. It was over in a moment, and the crowd had gathered around.
Just what today's young people are crying out for. That's Eek-A-Mouse from the LP Assassinator from RAS Records, or Real Authentic Sounds if you'd rather. Gunshot a Cry, the title of it. Here's the first from Billy Bragg, since Swithin's day.
Thinking back now, I suppose you were just stating your views. What was it all for? For the weather or the Battle of Agincourt, and the times that we all hoped would last. Like a train they have gone by so fast. And though we stood together on the edge of the platform, we were not moved by them. With my own hands, when I make love to your memory, it's not the same. I miss the thunder, I miss the rain, and the fact that you don't understand casts a shadow over this land. But the sun still shines from behind it. Thanks all the same, but I just can't bring myself to answer your letters. It's not your fault, but your honesty touches me like a fire. The Polaroids that hold us together will surely fade away, like the love that we spoke of forever on St. Swithin's Day.
That's Billy Bragg and St. Swithin's Day. St. Swithin's Day, one of those events, or a day, quite clearly, which tends to crop up in old folk songs of the "'Twas on St. Swithin's Day I first saw her, sweet Floss the maid who took my heart from me with a rantan tiddle dido" kind of a song. I just actually wrote that myself. It's probably surprised you that I could write something as accomplished in that as in the 3 minutes and 15 seconds that St. Swithin's Day took to pass in review before us. Perhaps I should have worked it up into something, little lilting banjo air to go along with it. Could be quite a treat. I fancy myself as a poet, really, but I can never find anything to rhyme with champions. These are the Cramps, and You Got Good Taste.
My baby
Those are the Cramps, of course, and that's on one of the singles, actually, from New Rose Records. If you're a sort of completist or a collector or whatever, you got good taste. And while that was going on, I actually inked in a beard on the 2 pictures of Peter Powell, which are giving away in our exciting competition. So if you're sitting down to try and enter it with the hope of winning it, I should redouble your efforts, because obviously with this additional artwork, the value of the cards must be increased considerably. This is Jonny Bankcheck on Memo Records, The Runaway.
Run away. I'ma run away. Run away. I'ma run away. Ran away when I was 9 and took to a life of crime, robbing people's jewelry, juvenile delinquency. Judge sent me to a school run by creeps and by fools. Teacher is a closet case. He got too close, so I broke his face. Run away. I'ma run away. I'ma run away. Run away. I'ma run away. Run away. I'ma run away. Set me loose when I was 12. Can't find a job, it's really hell. So I joined a gang to feel strong. Well, at least I feel that I belong. Trouble with the authority. They say I'm a pimp and a junkie. Life is tough out on the street. You gotta fight or you'll be. Run away. I'ma run away. 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 Lone sharks wanna break my head. I know that I'm already dead. Life is tough out on the street. You gotta fight or you'll be beat. Run away. I'ma run away. Run away. I'ma run away. Run. I'm just a run away. Run away. I'm just a run away. Run away. I'm just a run away. When I was 9 and took to a life of crime, robbing people's jewelry, juvenile delinquency. Judge sent me to a school run by creeps and by fools. Teacher is a closet case. He got too close, so I broke his face.
That's Johnny Bankcheck doing it to you on Memo Records, a 12-inch, an American import, and a very expensive one at that, and the Runaway, the name of it. Just opened a sack of mail, and the first card to fall out is an extraordinary thing, Satan's Submarines, it says. Oh, that looks rather good, this. What is it? Lockhart, Texas, 1950s. Very good. Anyway, it comes from the Jazz Butcher, and he tells me, first of all, actually, no, he does put it as a PS, I have to give him credit for that, some gigs that he's doing. The Pinder of Wakefield, Sunday the 29th, and then the Fridge, Saturday the 5th, presumably of May. Moles Bath, Friday the 25th, again, one assumes May. Well, possibly, I suppose it could be whatever month it is we're in at the moment, April. Rock Garden, Saturday the 26th. That's for you to check out. Anyway, and he says, Dear John, you omitted the best and boss vertion of the Man of Mystery tune when you played the renditions by Mr. Barmy and the Shadows. You really ought to play the version that opens the Edgar Wallace programmes on Anglia TV. It is the king of records. I wonder vaguely if you'll be so good as to redress this uncharacteristic oversight. I wonder if we'll ever know. Message ends. Hope you are well. Your pal, Butch. Well, I must confess, I'm not familiar with that version of it, and I shall almost certainly forget to look in the BBC library for it, but I will try to remember. And while we're on the subject of entertainments, various bands have been good enough to communicate some of their future plans to me. For example, Gun for Company, or is it Guns for Company? Anyway, I actually saw them play the other night in Covent Garden, and they're at the Ad-Lib in Kensington, Russell Gardens, London West 14 on Saturday. Rent Boys Incorporated, big pals of Kid Jensen's apparently, are at the Bullet Club on Thursday. Tomorrow, in fact, that must be. No, when is Thursday? What is today? Tuesday. Today's Tuesday? Thursday, 2 days' time, that is, therefore, at Fubert's Place, London, West 1. Here's one that's not actually in London. On Saturday, Toy are playing at Aldborough Cinema in, yes, you guessed it, Aldborough. And then New York are playing on Friday at King's College in the Strand in London again, with Indians in Moscow. This is Percy Sledge from the LP Any Day Now, which you must be getting fed up with hearing, I'd have thought, except you couldn't possibly be, really, if you're the kind of people which I half think that you are. This is on Charly Records. True Love Travels on a Gravel Road.
Cotton dress whirls when they could have satins and lace. Just stand by her man through good times and bad. Still keep a smile on her face. How many hearts could fill the widows we've known and still not turn cold?
Not the best track on the LP, I have to admit, but the title's so good, I thought it should be given the chance to stick its head up out of the soup. That's True Love Travels on a Gravel Road from the LP Any Day Now on Charly Records. And a postcard from John Easton, writing from, difficult to say where, really. The postmark is illegible, but it says, Dear John, whatever happened to Raja Boomoo? You played the record, I bought it, but I've seen nor heard no more. This is my favourite record. It shows so much promise. Tell me more of Raja Boomoo. Well, I'm tempted to say that it got better, but that would be uncharacteristic. I have no idea, actually, what became of the ensemble, and I haven't got the record with me quite clearly, so I can't play it again. Life can be pretty hard and tough, though, John. I think you should get used to that kind of disappointment. This is from Amitri. Another good title, actually. Crows in the Wheat Field. Fades in. Don't you hate 'em? Is excellent, very good indeed, that, I think. And when you consider the appalling number of really duff records that are around at the moment, it's why aren't there more Amitri records? Why aren't there more records by all of the bands that I like? That's Crows in the Wheat Field, and they're our guests on tonight's programme. Tomorrow night, it's the turn of Consult's piece of paper. Hold on, I get thumb caught in one of the piece of papers. It's got a bandage on it. Onward International, a repeat of their session. Still haven't got a copy of the record. Extraordinary. Don't know what happens with Paladin Records, said he bitterly. And also a new session from Ixmal Deutschland, which I think you'll probably quite like in bits, so I hope you'll listen to that. And it's amazing how after all of these years I still like getting records, and one or two records in this package of mail that I've opened, including a new one from Eccentric Noise Records, which is by Hull Cult Band, it says, that he carefully, Cold Dance, No Glamour in Industry. I don't know why they were sending me pictures of bands, though. Usually get the usual kind of thing, you know, like rather sullen-looking youths leaning against a fire escape. In this case, it's, well, actually rather... One of them actually looks rather like Walter's as a young boy. Most odd-looking ensemble, leaning against a no trespassing sign, but spiritually it's pretty much the same, I think. This is from Zwei. What am I talking about? And from the LP, well, it's a mini LP, or it's a 12-inch, Grapsch. This is the Communist Party mix.
America, America, my country, 'tis of thee.
We believe that an agreement is within sight.
Many people have been looking at this recent event. They've been listening to the peace talk, peace talk, peace talk. It's peace, peace, peace. Peace talk, peace talk, peace talk. It's peace, peace, peace. Peace talk, peace talk, peace talk. It's peace, peace, peace.
Hey, great party, man. Yeah, too much. That's from the, well, it's Grapsch is what it is, on Personal Records, and that's the New York mix or something. Anyway, it comes from New York. That's where it originally came, of course, as you know, from Germany. I suppose you know that. Did Zwei, and hopefully they're going to be doing a session of the programme, you know, soon, one of these days. That was the Communist Party mix. And having spoken at some length about Cold Dance and their No Glamour in Industry record, I suppose, and debut EP by the whole cult band, I suppose I really ought to play the record and just hope that there's no mention of sort of bottoms or anything like that in it. not at all, I'm thinking. That's what a whole cult band sounds like. Cold Dance, and that's on Xcentric Noise Records, and it's called No Glamour in Industry, the single. 2 tracks on the other side, which quite clearly I've not heard. In fact, I hadn't heard that one until just now. And while that was going on, I opened a large envelope which contains the latest issue of Just 17. I'm never quite sure why I get sent this, but it says everything a girl could ask for every fortnight, and it says Jim Kerr calendar, and I see our Jim is yummy Mr. May, and no other Celtic supporter ever looked thus, that's for sure. And it also says free pattern offer, knit yourself a summer top. Whether this is a kind of rather veiled and I think unkind reference to my impending baldness, I'm not quite sure. But wearing the trousers and the shirt and the tie and the socks, well, I read it with considerable interest. This is from Billy... No, it's not. This is from Sugar Minott. It's called Frontline.
I was born on the line. On the line. On the front line. So meet me on the front line. Meet me down there if you don't mind. Alright. So meet me on the front line. Get a smoke strip and ball and drink wine. Alright. Down at the front line. Oh yes. Looking for some action, or a smoke with satisfaction. You can get it down there. You can get it down there. You can even get your hockey and your sawfish, if that's your wish. Oh yes. Whoa, 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 yes. So meet me on the front line. Meet me down there if you don't mind. If you don't mind, please meet me on the front line. Get a smoke strip and ball and drink wine all the time. On the front line, shaking off the vibes. Shaking off the vibes. On the front line. The girls are passing, the men are asking, won't you come, spend some time, drink some wine, feeling fine. But it ain't nice all the time. Sometimes you feel the pressure on the line. The forces will come down on you. Down there on the line. On the bread line, hustling all the time. But you have to mind. So if you want me, you can meet me. If you want me, you can meet me. My brethren, they greet me down at the front line. I am the brethren on the line down there. And when the struggle comes, we all unite down there, down there, down there, down there at the front line.
From the extremely popular LP Buy Off the Bar, that's Sugar Minott. It's on Powerhouse Records, incidentally, and that's called Frontline. Time for more of that just brushed freshness from Billy Bragg.
Shake a bit. Classroom, the lies they told us in the classroom were lies. They weren't the truth, basically. Yeah, all the lies they told us in the classroom didn't fit in the outside world. They were right and I was wrong. I just had to tag along. Only knew what they taught me. Remember when they caught me? Not disobeying, just trying to get out of the way. came to a head one night. 2 dances, 2 fights, all my mates just ran away. And as I walked home with blood and the tears on my best shirt, and someone said, will they come after you? I began to wonder, what did I do wrong here? I began to wonder, do I belong here? You think that love only exists in your eyes, but it exists in girls' smiles. And you think that love only exists in your eyes, but it exists in girls' smiles in Lovers' Town. I was lonely then, the whole world had it in for me. How cool I must have been, all metal, comb and misery. If ever you go back, there's lessons still to be learned. Those same boys are waiting outside the dance hall for when you return. You think that love only exists in your eyes, but it exists in girls' smiles. You think that love only exists in your eyes, but it exists in girls' smiles in Lovers' Town. When the carpet's paid for, you can have a party and your friends can all come round. But they were not my friends. My friends were in the future. Just as well I had the sense to hide. For this was Lovers' Town. No other town was quite like Lovers' Town. No other town was quite like Lovers' Town. Oh, Lovers' Town. Oh, Lovers' Town.
That's Billy Bragg, who appears to be in Norway at the moment. Billy Bragg, king of the bottleneck guitar, and that's called Lovers' Town. This next is Monkey in a Bin, which sounds like the kind of thing that you can probably buy to eat in Covent Garden, and it's by Attrition from Recording Union, which is it's a 12-inch single, or 12-inch EP, and on the other side of it, some tracks by, I think, a Swiss band whose name I almost certainly can't pronounce. Let's listen to it.
up and down.
That's Attrition, and as I say, Monkey in a Bin from Recording Union, and on the other side of it, Schamanen Circel, who come from Switzerland, and who bring to their music that delicious sense of humour for which the Swiss are so justly celebrated. And what's next? This track of these things. Oh yes, this one will clear your sinus with me. I could tell you who it is who plays guitar on that. He definitely deserves a ripple, I think. That's Kid Thomas on JSP Records, and the A-side of the single, which I played last night, is Rockin' This Joint Tonight, and that was Whale Baby Whale, and also on the 7-inch single is Looky There. These are the Screaming Tribesmen, and I bet you're thinking, I bet he's only playing that because they're called the Screaming Tribesmen, and there is an element of that, of course. This is from Australia on Sonics Records, and it's called Igloo.
Well, I live in an igloo at
screaming Tribesmen. They'll always be big in my heart on Sonic's records, and that's called Igloo. And in fact, last week I was speaking on the phone to some, that's Australian, you see, and I was speaking on the phone last week to somebody from Australia called, I think, Hyacinth, actually, or some such name, something equally herbaceous, and she was going to tell me all kinds of extraordinary things about Nick Cave, and unhappily I lost her phone number, so I couldn't call her back and find out exactly what it was that she knew about Nick Cave and his associates. This is also Australian, again on Sonic's records. It's by Minuteman. It's called Voodoo Slaves. That was by Minuteman on Sonic's records, and I was reading the sleeves and trying... Oh dear, that's me banging the microphone. Actually, on the springs on it, it's got springs on it, see? Transmitters all over Britain going off at this very moment. And that was recorded in Sydney, Australia, and it was called Voodoo Slaves. And while I was looking at the sleeves, I could find lots of interesting information that I could pass on to you about the band. I forgot to put the next record on. So do we have the next tune from Amitri poised and ready to go? I do wonder. Looks as though we easily could have in a second or so. I apologise for this. Of course, on a properly run programme, this sort of thing doesn't happen at all. But this is Breaking Bread.
From the pavement after the London dawn, you remember how she pulled him through disaster into laughter.
Hardly a day passes, of course, when you don't read about new Scottish bands who flail away at acoustic guitars, but I think Amitri just about the best of them, certainly the best that I've heard. I mean, not that they were playing exclusively acoustic guitars on that, but you know what I mean. That's called Breaking Bread, and a most congenial card from Steve Court, who writes from actually just around the corner, which is terrific, saying that if I ever get bored, and I get bored fairly frequently, I should pop in for a cup of tea. I wonder whether he's got a sleeping bag and some carpet tiles, though, because at the moment, regular listeners will know that I usually stay at my mother's house in Notting Hill, but she's away, and it's a bit grisly having to creep in there in the small hours when there's no lights and no heating or anything on. Oh, goodness me, how I suffer. My life is so wonderful. That's a bit of a grabber, I must say. And in case you're one of those cynical people who assumes that I'm only coming round to records like this in this, my fifth childhood, I did actually play that when it first came out. Those are the Dells from the LP Moving On Up, which is on Kent Records. My Life Is So Wonderful, in brackets, When You're Around. And these are the... before this, a note from Simon Pettifer. And if on Thursday night, if I wasn't going to be here blowing kisses at you, yes, you, I should probably be in Brighton, where Mark Riley and the Creepers and Ut and Kiss the Blade are playing at the Richmond. That's this Thursday. Happy Easter to you, says Simon. And happy Easter to you, Simon. This is from the Golden Palominos, Clean Plate.
my mouth. Clean plate, clean plate, clean plate. Clean plate, clean plate. Excuse me. And my brain starts swollen, my tongue so blunt, and last night's got who's in a hurry? Alright, was fuzzy. Taxi. Question. Is that the same right? Flash my. Hey, yo. Bow now. Shows what the Buddha bass sabi. Not to be that dark. Thickly. The sun gets sticky. It's teeth is strictly. Define. See, please make Jai out of a captain and call. And last night is gone. There you go. It's on the 7. I mean 11. Double. What? That fits my pillow. Can't leave my blanket on me. Panama, that shows what the bullet beside. Not to be there. Check. I see an angel. Say it coffee. On the teeth. I see people die out of a cock when they call.
Golden Palominos, and that's on OAO Records. The best LP, actually, to come from OAO Records so far, I think. Not that there have been all that many. And that track was Clean Plate. And quite a few of my children are rather keen on a programme called How Dare You, which is a fairly new programme, I think. It's not it's a children's programme, obviously. It's not one of those things where they teach you how to make useful household objects out of flotsam, but it's rather one of those programmes where lots of other children get shouted at and smeared with sort of unguents and marine glue and so on, and they care for it quite a lot. The reason I mentioned this is because last week Frankie Goes to Hollywood were on it, and they had sort of like mopeds full of sick thrown at them and so on, and a good time was had by all. Here they are.
Way high, whoa. I'm out
Wholesome, boys, wholesome. Frankie Goes to Hollywood and Lover's Got a Gun, and that's their contribution, as you must know by now, to the Zulu compilation LP, which I've recommended to you on numerous previous occasions. Now, Billy Boy Bragg, The Myth of Trust.
Things you took for granted between us, and I grew up in awe of the girl next door and the boy that never cried. And I was dreaming of those Elizabethan girls while you were working in the market to earn ourselves. And when you found out what happened yesterday while you were away in this land of Cain, we were upstairs in your bedroom, dancing, disgusting, and flushing our babies down the drain. And the apple that don't want to get eaten will still fall off the tree when you're in as deep as we are, honey. It's so easy to get washed out to sea, for the facts of life are not man and wife, but man and woman, sadly. And the apple that doesn't want to get eaten will still fall off the tree. This morning to find that we have outlived the myth of
you started and ended, and if you'll only stay.
Oh, that Mad Professor is a strange man. Never met him, actually. I would like to. That's from the LP Jazz Sharker Meets Mad Professor in Arewa Studio, and that was one of the Mad Professor's contributions, Claps Like Thunder. Before that, Billy Bragg and The Myth of Trust. And now, The Snoud. That's The Sound on Static Records. Ambitious boys. That's on Static Records from the LP The Shock of Daylight. It's called Golden Soldiers. The best smelling records which I ever get sent, and I don't get sent enough of them, are those that are sent from Recommended Records, whose address, incidentally, I'll give you after I've played this track, because they issue a lot of stuff which you don't actually get to hear, frankly, on the radio, and I should play more of it than I do. And I'm not quite sure why they all smell so good. It must be something to do, like some kind of printing process. And this one I have with me now is News from Babel, and it comes with a little booklet. That's me rustling the little booklet in the background to give this everything. It makes it live radio that's actually, going on at this very moment. And I think it says, hold on, where is it? There was a little press thing too that I was going to read out now and really impress you with my knowledge of what was going on. God, I've now lost it. How irritating these sort of things can be. Is it in here? Yes, here it is. Sorry about this. News from Babel was formed by Chris Cutler to continue the song work that he'd been developing with his other group, the Art Bears. News from Babel consists of 3 women musicians plus Chris Cutler on drums, Lindsay Cooper bassoon, Dagmar Krause singing, and Zena Parkins harp, electric harp, and accordion. And I suppose we live in an ideal world when it's not considered necessary to mention the fact that the 3 other musicians are women. I mean, no reason to say that they're not, pretend that they're not, but at the same time, oh, well, you know what I mean anyway. This is called Black Gold.
My main friend, with headshells, my rulers let me
What I mean is that musicians are musicians regardless of their sex. I don't want you to misunderstand me. I don't want to end up in the naked ape column in The Guardian like Walters has done this week. The address of recommended records is 387 Wandsworth Road, London SW8. Couldn't be easier. 387 Wandsworth Road, London SW8. News from Babel, and that's from an LP called Work Resumed on the Tower. Black Gold, the title of it. The Orson Family. That's the Orson Family, and that's from the 12-inch on New Rose Records. And just seconds ago, I was speaking to Del Amitri. In fact, it may even have been Del himself, and he gave me an address that you can write to, and I'll give you that after this last one from them, which is Deceive Yourself in Ignorant Heaven. Amitri, and if you want to say hi to them, then you have to write to 3rd of July Music, Virginia Court, 46 Miller Street, Glasgow G1. 3rd of July Music, Virginia Court, as in, what's your name, Virginia Court, 46 Miller Street, Glasgow G1. That was terrible, sorry about that. This is Bobby Foster and his orchestra from the Red Lightning double LP, Hey Hey, Angel of Love.
You are so wonderful, were you sent from above? Did heaven send you here for me to love? Wonderful, 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 you are. From the moment we met, I could see in your eyes a heavenly smile you couldn't disguise. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful you are. You're my angel of love, sent from above. You're my angel, so sweet. You're my angel of love, sent from above. You make life so wonderful, so complete. Now that you're mine, I can feel in my heart heaven gave to me an angel of God. Wonderful, thankful, heaven gave to me an angel of God.
Correctly harnessed, I venture. That voice would have cut steel. Bobby Foster, and that's from the LP Hey Hey, Angel of Love, and the LP, or double LP actually, rather misleadingly, by the legendary Ike Turner and the Kings of Rhythm, plus others, it should say. And this is the last from Billy Bragg.
Up in the morning and out to school, mother says there'll be no work next year. Qualifications was the golden rule, and they're just pieces of paper. Just because you're better than me doesn't mean I'm lazy. Just because you're going forwards doesn't mean I'm going backwards. Last year's trousers and your old school shoes. To be son, it's a buyer's market. They can afford to pick and choose. Just because you're better than me doesn't mean I'm lazy. Just because I dress like this doesn't mean I'm a communist. Are closing and the army's full. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I've come to see in the land of the free. There's only a future for the chosen few. Just because you're better than me doesn't mean I'm lazy. Just because you're going forwards doesn't mean I'm going backwards. You're on top of the scrapheap. At 16 you were top of your class, or they taught you at school. Why said to be a good worker? The system has failed, you don't fail yourself. Just because you're better than me doesn't mean I'm lazy. Just because you're going forwards doesn't mean I'm going backwards.
Well, a golden moment from Billy Bragg, and that's To Have and To Have Not. And to end tonight's programme, the Folk Devils on Ganges, Hank Turns Blue.
Just one shot of heroin, you won't feel one damn.